Hi everyone. Sorry if we started late because of sudden problems with it. Anyways, hey everybody and welcome back to another tutorial. So as you can see right now, couldn't see it earlier because as you can see, we're at the Windows 8 screen with the Windows 8 wallpaper. So today I'm going to show you how you can create a Windows 8 virtual machine in VirtualBox. So you can tell right now the background looks similar thing and the color might be a little bit something different. This time for this video, for this live stream, we're going to be focusing on the original one without the start menu. To get started, what we need is the following. So you need a Windows 8 ISO file. Then you need the followings. You need a Windows 8 ISO, which I will also put that as well, and making sure you're in the right position. However, sometimes it will have a little bit of problems here, so just in case if I thought before, but this is not going to worth it, or maybe, I guess, in case if it doesn't work at the point at all, it will not happen. So anyways, let's get into installing with the process of Windows, Windows PCs or Windows 8. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the Windows PCs. So before we get started, I want to talk about something a little different here. These are called product keys. With product keys, which will also features all the latest, which will feature these, you might see them in the near future. With pre-installed keys, you'll be prompted to select any of these. If you choose something to do that, you'll be prompted to do so. So before we get started, we need to make sure you need to have virtualization enabled. To get started, I want to talk about really something real quick. So if you have VirtualBox haven't downloaded yet, please do so. If you're on Windows hosts, just go ahead and you can install it here, or Mac OS, or Linux, or Solar hosts. If you're on Windows, click on that button. If you're on these OS or MN64, we also accept Linux, Solar hosts, and this. Now, before we get started, we need to make sure that virtualization is enabled. Right click on it on Windows 10 and 11 screen, then click Taskbar Settings, or no, not Taskbar, Task Manager. And we need to make sure that virtualization is enabled. On Task Manager, click on Performances, and we need to make sure that the virtualization is enabled. If it says disabled, you need to restart your computer, boot into the computer's BIOS, and then enable virtualization. Now we can go ahead and bring up our Windows 8 CD, which is our Windows 8 ISO image. Go on the bottom, and we're going to do Windows 8 64-bit, then click on Show All, then click Windows 8 x 64-bit. I noticed that the ISO will take about a few minutes, so I'm going to present back the Windows 8 desktop, so you're going to see this for full view if you wish to. So please hang tight. You don't need to worry about that, so no worries. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Now, before we get into anything, I want to talk about the product keys. However, these are called pre-built product keys. Let me show you. This is on my GitHub page under these are not product keys are valid from this issue. It was during setup. You do not activate or license the installation. So for me, I'm going to click on Windows 8. If you click Windows 8, it will show me something with a few. Now we can go ahead and open up VirtualBox. Click on New. I'm going to name it Windows 8, and I will say it Windows 8 Tutorial 2025, and click on that button and click on Other, and locate the Windows 8 screen. You can choose either Windows 8 Pro or Windows 8. So I'm going to choose the original one with the Windows 8, but please do not pick Windows 8 Pro because we're only going to be focusing on Windows 8. Choose Skip Unattended Installation, then click on the hardware. You will be prompted to select these things. So I'm going to allocate it with 406 megabytes, and I'll allocate it as a 3. However, the processors will be slightly different. If you go to, let me show you the settings lists. It tells you the memory. Click on System, click on About. You will see the ones are here. As you can see, I installed the Intel Core i7 with 3.1, and how much the memory is it. So you can tell the memories, you'll see them separately because you see the memories on the side, which you will tell the memory of how it looks. If you see the memory thing, because it tells us install RAM and the memory. Now on here, click on hard disk. You'll be prompted to select one of each things. I'm going to go ahead and allocate more if you like, or I'll save it 50. Now click finish on the bottom of your screen. Before we do anything, make sure we're going to go to settings. However, if you did made a few things, you need to make sure that everything is all settled in. So we're going to leave it as 120 gigabytes and make sure all these things are fast enough. Once you're ready, before we get into it, I just get a few details real quick regards to Windows 7 because you couldn't hear me in the last time. Let me go to settings, audio, make sure everyone's hear me. Good, good, good. So anyways, we can now click start at the top of the screen to launch our VM. Your VM is going to load into a new window, and it's going to load into the Windows 8 setup. Now once on this screen, you'll see this Windows 8, the language is called. We're only going to leave this as the defaults. Hit the next button, then install now. Similar to the one, it says there's a product key, but however, unfortunately, I may not be unable to show this because I don't want to get this flag this for piracy, but you can find something like eBay or anything like that you can find around. Please give me a few minutes while I will deal with the activation on the screen. Back to where we are. So this video we're going to be focusing on Windows 8, the original one. Next, read the license terms and accept them. Under which type of installation do you want, choose Custom, and select the disk we created earlier. Hit Next, and then it's going to install the process. During the installation, you'll be prompted to select one of each things. Of what you're gonna see in the process is you're gonna see during the when it reaches to Windows needs to restart continue, you'll see if you see the press any key to boot from a CD or DVD. I'm gonna show you real quick once it reaches to here. Now, during this process, you will see the screen. You see the Windows needs to restart to continue. You can wait for the timer or wait till the installation has been processed. And now it's going to ask you to press any key to boot from a CD or DVD. Do not press anything and wait for the screen to pass. Otherwise, you'll be put in a boot loop. Now it's going to get ready for the services and professions, but during the installation, you will see the getting devices ready on your screen. It will tell you about a few things, and then it might be getting faster than you think. Now, during this process, you will see the getting ready screen, unlike with Windows 10 and Windows 8.1. Now, once again, you'll be prompted to ask you to press any key to boot from a CD. Don't press anything and let this pass through. And now you'll be prompted with a screen. You're going to see this screen like this. Now it's going to ask you for your personalization, sign in with any other options. I'm going to choose that one as an example. I'm going to name this like Ivan VM for this example. Hit the next button. If you like to use Express settings, choose Use Express settings on the screen. Now I want to talk about creating a local account because as you can see, this account doesn't have one. So I'm going to choose sign in without a Microsoft account, and this will bypass. You will see each screen, but you will be seeing this with a Microsoft account. Download apps from Windows Store, got your own PC, and make your field the same way, like your browser favorites and history, and you care about. With a local account, you have to create a username and for each PC you use. I'm going to choose a username, so I'm going to name this Ivan Sessa. You can leave it as a blank, as if you don't want to use, but I'm going to choose it anyway. Make sure you do not know your passwords, otherwise, if you did this, it'll automatically just do that. Once you're satisfied with that, click Finish. Windows is now finalizing our settings, and you'll be prompted with this screen. Please give me minutes. You'll see it when it's ready. Hang in there. Now once you're back on your desktop, you'll see the screen. As you can see, the desktop looks beautiful. Let me show you in the About side, in the About tab, and you click on System. As you can see, it says an OEM key has been activated. Because I use an OEM key, but if you click on the button, you will see the side, and as you can see, the activation to turn to the specific product key has been blocked. Because I used an OEM key. But let me show you real quick. If you type in SCRUF4 in the run box, you will see the region on the side. That will just give me separate numbers here. So if I do that, it will just show you real quick. Let me go ahead and get out of here and let me show you what happens with the installation. Because if you activate it with the get CID, let's try that out and see if it works. Hang in there, hang in tight. Okay, we haven't done it yet. So, anyways, however, we're not done yet. We need to install VirtualBox Guest Editions. I want to talk about the older version of Guest Editions. So, you need to do is you need to install the 7.09. Click on the bottom and click on 7.009. Then click on Devices, then use Optical Drive, then Guest Editions. Then Windows here, Windows things, click on My Computer, open up Guest Editions CD and choose this one. Hit the next button, then hit next again, then install. VirtualBox Guest Editions is now going to install. I noticed that it's going to have issues or problems here. As you can see, we're going to install the Surprise Stuff software and choose Always Trust Software and then select Install. It's going to be the same thing like in Windows 10 and other versions that uses that. Choose Reboot Now and click Finish. Now during the restart, there will be no sound effects here, but you have the honor to do this. Enter the things. And there we have it. To do a full screen, go and click on that. Enable full screen mode. If prompted, click switch. And then your full screen should be enabled on your monitor. So click on view and click on full screen mode. If prompted, click switch, and then your full screen will be monitored. To get it out of full screen, simply click on that, and then it should be out of full screen mode. Now we can eject the guest edition CD, go up on the file, click on the computer, right click on guest editions here, and then eject it. The last thing I want to go over in this video is installing an up-to-date web browser. Currently installed with Windows 8 is Internet Explorer 10, which is too outdated to load most web pages. It can load Google, but anything else will give you a this page cannot be displayed error. So we need to install a modern web browser. So the best way you can do is we should use a modern web browser like this one, right here, like right here. Go and click on that. So you have to do this we're going to copy this from our host machine and select host to guest. Choose that and select host to guest. So I'm going to put this in the screen to download the version of Google Chrome. So anyways, so copy this from the live chat or the what's on screen and then paste into Internet Explorer and then hit enter. And on here, click on this button, download Chrome, and then click on run. Then choose the run button, hit run anyway. Hit yes. And then we should start. Now we can click close. And it's going to ask me that I can sign into Google Chrome. If you click on already a user, we can sign in like that. Because if you load up Internet Explorer and you load up YouTube, it's going to say that this page is going to update to the browser we're looking for. If you click Microsoft Edge, and it's going to say that this page cannot be displayed, but Opera might still work as well fine. you should be able to load up and watch YouTube videos. As you can see, I was able to load up Microsoft.com just fine. I should be able to watch these.
Up next, Rainbow's Rip.
Let's try if we can watch other videos here. Let's make sure that it responds perfectly. So, that's it. Let's play music video. Let's make sure. Now, we can show you real quick. As you can see, this is without the start menu, because if you go here to change the personalization, and you click on settings, click on personalization, as you can see, that just personalizes your stuff. On the start menu, you go on the top and you click on settings. You can select your lock screen and your notifications tab. But however, it's kind of a bit too outdated nowadays. So yeah. So next, we're going to show you you can do something. So if I select host to guest, let me drag a file from a machine that might not work, because when I put up a video, let me show you something. Let me put a video on it. So I'm going to type in a music video. This is what's going to happen. Let me let's put that video there. Come and go with me. This will not work. See? However, you should use using shared folders, and then I might show you a few things with cover today. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the file here and click on the path, and then we're going to choose the file right here, and then we can select folder for the videos tab, or you can we're going to choose other here, and then we're going to locate the picture of the one we're using this area. So in that case, I recommend you using share folders if you want to use that, because it's always you can do. So I recommend you install the version here. I totally recommend you do that. I just want to make sure you have the latest version. Make sure we're in the Windows 8 or VirtualBox machine, and then we should be probably doing this well as part 2. We should see more stuff. Let's see if we can put some. Let's see if we can remove that. Let me just go and add another share folder by putting our videos tab and selecting the folders here. So we can now, let me show you real quick, in the networks tab and clicking on this button and then choosing the VirtualBox machine. We're going to choose a music video. We're going to let's type in music video, and let's see if we can try playing a video here. I'm going to pick, let's copy that. Let's copy the video right here. Like, I'm going to play that one and click copy and paste it into the videos tab and press the paste button. And then we should be worth it by playing that video. Let's see. which that also worked too. This one's called Xbox Video, and that will just work as well. We also have another option called Windows Media Player, which we will show you in a few minutes, which you see that. Use recommended settings on the side and click Finish. Locate the Videos tab we did earlier, then we should see the videos on the screen, which is nice to me. We can go ahead and change the backgrounds. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, a few minutes before we end this video or this stream, use Windows 8 at your own risk. Windows 8 has not received any security updates for many of these years, so you'll be vulnerable when using the operating system. So please do not sign into important accounts like your email or Google account. You should be just fine. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, ensure you like, comment, subscribe, and smash the like button. In that case, I will see you next time for more ways in the future. Well, peace, and we'll see you guys in the next one.